Every week we have FUD on another exchange. This week, Binance with a Reuters article about the U.S. Department of Justice considering money laundering charges. Binance denies this report, as per Watcher Guru you're seeing on the screen here. Truth is, we'll never know until it becomes public information, but one thing is for certain. I would say that trust in the mainstream media may be at an all-time low with a bunch of different articles coming out. Binance is very vocal about any information that comes out. CZ, the CEO of Binance, is already tweeting saying, shaking my head, some media are still working for ... insinuating what? Well, let's take a little bit of a look into that. You know, a lot of people are saying, like, okay, why would they start prosecuting Binance when they got FTX, which is such a big carrot to go after? You know, FTX just rug pulled $10 billion out of the market, and you got SBF still sitting out there doing his media tour. It's crazy. But about this new FUD, we see a little bit of this Crypto Potato has a pretty good rundown of the Reuters article, which we'll jump into. This is not a new investigation. It's been running since 2018. No decision to change to charge Binance or CZ has been taken, according to the report that Reuters mentioned. You know, Reuters, what are they? They're talking about a bunch of reporting and sites sources familiar with the matter. It's kind of funny, and then all of a sudden, here you go. Binance replies back. Like I said, this was just sent out 6 a.m., so about an hour ago. Reuters has it wrong again. Now they're attacking our incredible law enforcement team, a team which we're incredibly proud of. Reuters has kind of had a grudge against Binance. They previously, I forget what it was. They're always, yeah. If you kind of look at it, and I mean, let's go look at it right now. So we're seeing, this is the Reuters article. Exclusive. U.S. Department of Justice split over charging Binance as crypto world falters. The investigation began in 2018. Sure, that's kind of what we already knew. So Reuters has investigated Binance's financial crime compliance over the course of 2022. The report showing that Binance kept weak and a bunch of FUD. So okay, Reuters, you did your investigation. What'd you do? I don't know. Like, it's weird, right? Like, how do you look into it? And then this is the kind of stuff that I was looking for here. So let's start seeing what they talk about FTX, because all these huge mainstream media companies started painting FTX as this huge, like, beautiful person. At the end of it, you know, yeah, they have what he's accused of, but at the end, they still kind of lighten the whole mood of Bankman-Fried says he didn't knowingly commit any wrongdoings. Why would you throw that in there? He obviously did. I mean, just look at his company structure. His company structure was ridiculous. Really makes you wonder who and what is doing, like, why are they doing that? It's crazy, man. I don't know. I mean, one day we'll find out. And then they start going in, like, it's a pretty long article. I'm just kind of cherry picking some stuff out of here. But Reuters has reported previously that criminals ranging from Russian drug traffickers to North Korean hackers has exploited this feature. And they say MLR's leadership has been hesitant to move forward with the indictment, leading to frustration. So, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. Binance put out their own article talking about, as a reply, they're pretty close into it. You know, in a span of a year, our security and compliance team, much to the dismay of criminals out there, has increased more than 500%. So, I mean, this is kind of the picture against it, and they're putting a lot of facts out. Here's one of the takes that I was kind of looking at. You know, like, it's been 4 weeks since FTX blew up, and Sam hasn't been charged, indicted, or subpoenaed. Instead, the U.S. prosecutors are focusing on CZ. Who knows? You know what? Who really knows what's going on? There's every time you see this FUD, you know, KuCoin was part of the FUD a little while ago, and they're still there. Centralized exchanges, they have a tough time. All we're gonna see is that anybody that was how does the analogy go when there's people out swimming and the tide runs out? We're finding out who's swimming without shorts. So I guess we'll see, like, who's going to survive this. You know, maybe we're on the upswing of crypto, and who's in now is going to be in forever. At the end of the day, you just got to make sure that you get your coins off of any centralized exchanges. Then you got no risk to that. He's taking notes on this. You got no risk if you have everything in a self-sovereign wallet, self-custody wallet. It's all on there. You got to use those exchanges to on ramp sometimes. On ramp or kind of move some of your stuff away, but move it around. But there's a lot of decentralized apps out there, and not a lot of them, and they're always run by code. Anyways, get your coins off exchange. We're going to jump into the crypto market summary report here, where we're going to look at a bunch of metrics throughout what's going on in the world of crypto. And before we jump into typically what we go through, we do have a big announcement tomorrow. It's the inflation number, the consumer price index number you can see over here. That's for the month of November. That'll be the last one this year. It's a big data point. It's the biggest macro data point that you're going to see. December 13th, 8:30 a.m. You're going to see a lot of fluctuation depending on how that comes out. If it's a beat, is inflation over? Is it on the downward trend? Or are we going to start to see the FOMC easing interest rates? Are they going to go to 50? Or increase by 50? They're going to go slower. What's the language going to be? So we got some interesting stuff coming up. We'll cover that a little bit tomorrow. But what we're seeing right now is that the coin market cap has come down 20 billion almost. 17, whatever that is. So looking a little still flat, but let's see what's going on here. 2.4 in shitcoins in volume here, so 8336. What do we see? So IMPT, I don't know what that means. Lever, Digitaro, Ubot, there's not a lot. Karak, I don't know what these are. Looks like a slow day in the world of memes. Let's see what we got going on in here for BNB stuff. So we're looking at for Milk, Lazum, Araka, Magic. Okay. Yep, people are trying to scam people for buying Magic. Magic has taken a big run up. What do we got going on in the marketplace? So this is NFT marketplaces. You can see here. Grab this information from NFT Go. We're down 5 million from yesterday. Big downward trend on the Blur. That could have been a lot of weird stuff going on in there. They were just doing their snapshot of what was happening for their airdrop. So a lot of people wanted more volume to kind of be up there. You know, OpenSea is kind of taking a lot of the market share still. Magic Eden's been hanging around that 2 million. Either way, we're doing not the greatest. You can see like way down here in this tailwind of this is the volume. It's pretty gross actually. Oil prices just kind of hanging out. They're still on a little bit of a downward trend. Bond prices, so the 2-year came down a little bit. The spread increased, the steepness of this increased. So here we go. We'll see how that kind of turns out. What did we get here? So one thing I didn't put in was the 10K club. So let's take a look here and see, where do we see that 1.21? So yesterday's floor price was, the sum of them was 268. We're at 266 right now. So we're down a little bit. So pretty flat along the market. Moonbird's down a hair. Azuki's down. They were okay. Proof's up a little bit. What are we seeing here? That's about that. Rug radios are down. Rec guys are down to 0.86. Knew I should have sold at 0.9, of course. Ether Orcs at 0.25. And yes, that's what we're looking at here for these. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.